Hey guys, long time no see. So I've looked at your exit slips from last week and I wanted to talk to you about your responses real quick. So you both were asked to solve the problem 1/4 times 4 to the 2b, and you had to rewrite it in a way so that our base was equal to 2. So student 1 will look at your work first, and then student 2 will look at what you have. So student 1, you rewrote the problem 1/4 times 4 to the 2b. And from there, you wrote it as 4 to the 2b divided by 4. Sorry, divided by 4. Good work. It is true that multiplying by a fraction is the same as dividing by the reciprocal. So those two things are equivalent. Um, I think we need to look at your next step. So from there, you had 4 to the 2b divided by 4, and you said that was equal to 8 to the b divided by 4. So looking at this, it seems like you took the 2 from our power of 2b, and you multiplied it by our base of 4 to get 8 to the b. So if we use our power of powers property, we can see that 4 to the 2b is actually equal to 4 squared to the b power. So technically, you should have 16 to the b instead of 8 to the b. Um, so regardless, let's keep going. You have 8 to the b divided by 4, and from there, you divided our 8b by 4 to get 2b. Again, this doesn't really work. So something that I would recommend that you do whenever you're doing these kinds of problems is graph our starting expression and our ending expression. And if they are equivalent, they should have the same graph. So if you graph 8 to the b divided by 4 and 2 to the b, you will get different graphs. The first one is, sorry, the first one is 1/4 of the powers of 8, and the other one is just the powers of 2. So what I would do instead is, instead of taking our 2b and rewriting it as a number to the b power, I would take our 4 to the 2b and use power of powers so that we have our base of 2 just right off the bat. From there, I would then look at our 1/4, use a negative exponent to move the 4 from the denominator to the numerator, and then write that 4 as in a way that has a base of 2. I then use product of powers, and you should, if you've done it right, end up with it being equal to 1/4 times 4 to the 2b. So good work with the setup. I'll give you a few minutes to tweak that. But first, student 2, let's see what you have. So you rewrote the problem like student 1 did. And from there, you wrote 4 to the 2b as 16 to the b. Good work. That is equivalent. From there, you rewrote 1/4 as 2 to the negative second power. Good. And then our 16b as 2 to the 4b power. Good work. You have both of our numbers with a base of 2. However, it's the next step that I think we need to talk about. So it seems like you multiplied our negative 2 power by our 4b power to get 2 to the negative 8b. So something I think that we should go over again is the product of powers rule. That basically says when we have two numbers that are the same base and we multiply them together, we can add the exponents. What it seems like you did here is multiply them. So I would go back a step, add our exponents instead of multiply them. And you should get something that when graphed is, is equal to 1/4 times 4 to the 2b. So good work, you guys. I'll give you a few minutes to tweak your responses. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Sorry for all the coughing. I've been a little under the weather, but I'm gonna power through, and I'm here if you guys need any help. So good work.